Alright, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Overwatch video. I haven't said that in a long time, but this had brought me back to Overwatch because I wanted to see the filth that Blizzard is doing, and also for some odd reason, every time I get in this game, it keeps tweaking out my shit. What the fuck is going on? I don't know if it's the game or what the hell is happening. Hold on. Overwatch is the only game that does this to my shit. It is the only game that ever does this. It's why I stopped playing this game, because it's the only one that ever has my shit completely tweaking the fuck out. Apparently I had to change the resolution and it hurts for some dumbass reason. Anyway, y'all might not be hearing literally any audio from my actual Elgato, because for some reason it's just not working. I'm clipping and nothing is fucking happening. I don't know why. So you probably won't be hearing actual any game audio, but you will be hearing like background music. So apparently they had a Hero Ascension thing, 2.0, okay. Alright, I don't really care about this right now. I want to talk about the Phantom Thieves Persona 5 because this is one of my favorite series, if not if not my favorite series. And I just had to see how Overwatch was butchering my boys. So, we're going to look at the Phantom Thieves. How the audio is doubling. What the fuck is going on? Okay, take your time. I believe. Welcome to the Velvet Room. Okay, even though he's never said any of these.
Power of the wild card! Though the flowers of evil blossom, abominations are fated to perish.
I'll go full speed, non-stop.
I am thou, thou art I.
Okay, let me cut this down a little bit. So we're gonna look at the actual costumes, and we're gonna go costume by costume. And let's see, because the one thing that Overwatch has a very big problem with is their cosplaying of characters. And I do not think Wu Young should have been Joker at all. I think Genji should have been Joker. I think that would have made way more sense. Like, way more fucking sense. And I actually wanted to come in here, and I was gonna check out and start playing Overwatch again because, of course, like, you know, Persona 5 is my favorite series. So I wanted to get some of the skins, but to find out that Wu Young is playing Joker, it's a sin. It is one of the biggest sins on earth. He has never, and I mean ever, used a fucking staff, and it doesn't even fucking look like him. Anybody could put on a costume. That doesn't mean that they're them.
Ravage them!
Yeah, that looks bad. He's cosplaying Joker, and I don't like it. This one is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. That one's pretty dope. All right. Some of the other costumes. I think that. Wait. What? Wait a minute. So I didn't know who was actually playing the characters, and Genji is Ryuji? What? What?
Captain Kid!
I've seen a lot of Fugazi shit in my time, but wow, that's fucking Fugazi, bro. That's insane. Why not switch these two? I do think that Fox as Lifeweaver makes a lot of sense, especially because of the rose petal and all this other shit. This actually looks really cool. This is fine. I think he has the best costume in here. Personally, this just works perfect. Like, this is perfect. I feel like.
This is my other self.
Okay. They sound terrible saying these voice lines. I'm not even gonna lie. They sound fucking awful. It's because I want them to sound like the character, but it sounds terrible. Okay, Diva Mech. All right. The only way I'm okay with Makoto doing this is because I remember that Makoto has a bike, and this is all right. I can fuck with this. Let's see. Okay, she sounds nothing like my girl Makoto, but she is dumped up like my girl Makoto, so I guess. The costume is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie. The costume for her actually looks. I don't know if I'm fucking with that. Let me just see some. Talk to me nice. I heard that a lot of them, besides Joker, didn't have any special changes to their thing. Okay, that looks like Makoto. All right. You know what? I can't say anything bad about this one. This one is nice. I won't lie. No different like audio for it. What? All right, that looks like Makoto. All right, this one could slide. This one could slide because she does have a gun. Although I believe her gun is a fucking revolver, but I don't expect them to change that. So this one is fine. This one I could get down with. Oh, let me just, that one I can let slide. This one is fine. I actually do like this one. I think this one is the best one in here. Actually go through and try all of them. Let's see Mercy for On. This one actually isn't that bad either, actually.
Dance, Carmen.
Wow, that sounded terrible. Looks good, but the voice line is horrible. Hold on, that's terrible. That's fucking awful. This is fucking amazing though. That's cool. But yeah, her skin is actually pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like, let me look at it in game. I think it's pretty dope. Like, they don't. Mercy and them actually do kind of look like the character, but it's easier for the girls to do that. Weapons are pretty dope. Okay, this is a pretty nice weapon. I won't lie. Yeah, I can get behind this one. I could fuck. Oh, and the footsteps. Okay, it's like when they're stepping into mementos. I like that. I don't like that they didn't have any like new voice lines. I thought that would have been dope if they would have did that. But this is okay. I could kind of get behind this. The two that I can't get behind, they always seem to get the girl characters perfect, but the guy characters, they always seem to just completely fuck up. And like I said, although I'm okay with those two, Fox, it just, man, he would never do this. He does look like him, but he also looks like a cheap knockoff at the same time. But his costume is pretty okay. Let me hear what he says. I don't know if y'all can hear this. Oh yeah, that sounds awful. That sounds terrible. All right, let's try out Genji's. Let's see. Yeah, Genji would never do that. Or Ryuji would never do that. That's not Ryuji, bro. Okay, but the electricity is kind of dope. Okay. Whatever the fuck Genji's talking about. Also, why not give him his literal club that he has? Like, he has a club. So why not have him use his actual club? I don't understand that. Like, that should have been pretty easy, no? Like, he doesn't have two swords. He has a fucking club. So give him the club. Oh, okay. He does have it. You know what? You know what? All right. Maybe I could get down with that. Maybe. Let me see that again. But my boy Joker is Woo Young? I guess if I would have had it any different, I would have rather Joker use his dagger for his ultimate with Genji, because Genji's ultimate would still make sense because Joker kind of dashes around the board and stuff like that. So I can see where they were going with Ryuji, but Woo Young as the main guy for Joker, that was a really, really bad decision. That was a bad decision. I think I'm gonna get my full input at the end, but let's see. See about Woo Young's. That's not Joker. That's not my boy Rin. That's not him, bro. Where the fuck is my cursor?
You know what they say? Just go with the flow.
Yeah, he sounds awful. I hate this guy's voice lines. He isn't like Reaper in them, where Reaper is dirty, but you like Reaper because he's dirty. You know what I mean? Like, I like Reaper because of his dirty ass voice lines, and that's what make me like a lot of the characters in this game, because they're fucking filthy, and I like that. Joker would never throw water like that. He wouldn't do that. He would not throw water like that. He wouldn't do that. That's like a betrayal of my trust. Let's see what he says. Use on himself, I guess.
It's showtime.
Also, somebody said that Joker didn't say showtime. Yes, he did. In Persona 5, the newer version, he says it's showtime, which I like. But not when Woo Young says it. When Woo Young says it, it gives me the ick. Like, if I'm playing and somebody's Woo Young, it's gonna give me the ick, bro. And they just don't change any other voice lines. Oh my god. And then he said, I'm not sure about that diving form. His voice lines are terrible. He's a terrible character. I think for the new other character that came, who was it? I forget who it was. It was Alari or Freya. There we go. Freya that had came in. I mean, I don't know. I don't know who I would have liked to get the Joker outfit. Like I said, I think Genji would have worked best. Some people thought that Junkrat was gonna be Ryuji, but which I could have seen happening. But I don't know, maybe fucking make him Reinhardt or something. I know they're tanks, so they're really big. Or maybe like Junker Queen, but Junker Queen isn't a guy, so you know they're kind of pushed because of the gender roles and stuff like that as well. So it'll kind of be hard to make some characters be a character, because Junker Queen I feel like would have been like a perfect fit. She's tall. She'd be like probably the same height as Ryuji or something. Okay, a little bit shorter. We gotta make her a little bit shorter. But I could have seen Ryuji being Junker Queen, but the voice lines, and then obviously, you know, Ryuji is a guy, so it wouldn't sound great. I see some tanks playing. I'm like, I can see Reinhardt, like him just swinging his little fucking thing. Oh, I don't know. I personally don't like half of the skins in here. Like for instance, I would actually buy the Ryuji skin personally. This one I actually do like. I think Genji sounds like fucking dirt while saying his voice lines. It's terrible. But I do like the addition to the club and when he ults, so I can fuck with that. I always had this issue with them. Okay, and the on one is pretty nice, I won't lie. Again, she sounds terrible saying the voice lines, but other than them like sounding like shit, I think this one is good. I think the Makoto one is good. Maybe if they made this look like a bike more, but I also understand that that would have probably been a little bit more difficult. But I do see Johanna here, and I didn't realize that at first, but that's a really nice touch to detail, so that is pretty cool. Outfit, again, he sounds terrible, and he doesn't look that great in the outfit. I think looks good, but again, it's just something off about it. Joker's looks terrible. Oh, my favorite character looks like shit. I hate that. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I hate that so much.